I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Which we're gonna do here in a second, because Phil's dented. He's dented.
Dead.
Out for our final stream of the week, we get some support. There were none, zero, zilch, no subs on Kick today.
Is this
No
AI?
subs on Kick, buddy. Once again, there was zero support on Kick. So because Phil didn't get any support on Kick because he's a boring bozo clown of a streamer, he's now going to blame the platform itself for suppressing him and saying that we're in collusion to keep him down. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
At all. And let me tell you something, a day without subs on Kick.
Is a regular day, a usual,
For you,
a
Phil,
day that
it's
ends
the
with
use.
Y?
A day
What?
without Kicks is like a day without sunshine, brother. Okay.
Is completely unacceptable. Zero. Not
Well,
even a
you're gonna
single
have to
sub came
accept
in
it.
on Kick
Not
today.
even
None.
one.
But how long has it
Let's
been?
get one sub right now. It's been a whole day.
For him, it's
So
the
during
whole
the
day.
entire day stream and now into the night stream, not a single person on Kick has given any support. I mean, Super Bonchon there did moral support, but we got suffering overdue for one sub.
Let's go.
Phil
Let's get
immediately
some
felt it.
subs.
None. Nada. Zilch.
Zoop.
I couldn't believe it, quite frankly. Excuse me. I couldn't believe it, quite frankly.
Yeah,
Yes. All right, so guys, here's the deal.
Yeah,
Between those two,
that's like a usual. That's a
You
usual
know?
thing. It's like, can you believe it? No subs. Like
Holy.
usually it's just one. All right. Okay. You know what? I'll give him this. Usually it's one or two. Fair enough. Zero is quite surprising.
games, we already spent like an hour and a half. So
Playing
we
what?
really don't have time to try another game.
Golden Light?
I'm only here for about another half an hour, and we don't even have a game selected.
So
I
Phil
guess
is now punishing his audience for not supporting enough and is now wage quitting Indie Horror Night.
Oh,
He's not going to keep playing Golden Light.
No.
He's not going to play any of the other games. The chat is now being punished with a chill with Phil. That will be anything but chill.
by the way, I watched him playing Pokemon ZA.
Oh,
That game is horrible and boring.
It's bad.
Him, it's like exponential, like Twilight
when he's
Zone
reading
boring.
out everything the characters say, it's like, just fucking skip it. We don't need you to narrate everything they say. Like, please,
Is
God.
that game not written with AI?
It's,
has to be.
it's,
You know, there's one guy in the game goes, "I love the smell Pokemon." Like that's how it's written. I love the smell Pokemon. I'm like,
buddy.
did they fuck this up?
They translated it with Google Translate, and it's felt it. By the way, we got DSP hair loss reel for 10 subs!
Casino Night Owl for a
with
sub.
sub. Pre-Dawn Corpse with a sub. MJ Cub Kino, the DPR, Lord Deckham. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
and it was that.
Sorry, good.
It was the one mod who was putting him on there, and I don't even know if that mod's still around or not. But Phil feels entitled, even though he only gets about 60 viewers to 80 viewers to being on the front page. Meanwhile, we have 4,500 viewers right now, and we're not on the front page. But Phil's whole conspiracy is that we control the front page. Why would we not be on the front page then?
We would be on the front page
doesn't add
every
up.
minute of every day.
Well, we got Casino Tolerator for 15
15
subs!
Let's go. Also, when we were sort of collaborating with him, he'd have more viewers, therefore have more attention, therefore higher possibility of being on the front page.
Yes.
Now, you've got 30 viewers on Kick, and they all hate you. Get it?
Get it?
Fucking, oh my God. Thank you, Tolerator. Big support. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest here. You notice what was happening is that moderators for Kick, they're actual like admins, were coming into the chat and were putting us on the front page, which would boost viewership for
Yeah.
temporarily.
Well,
And it would actually,
okay, you know what? Here.
Notice it was only a temporary boost. The thing is, no matter how much promotion you do for Phil, how much pushing Phil down people's throat you do, people just won't accept it. They will leave. We did everything and anything we could to promote Phil. And none of our audience would stay because he's fucking boring and he sucks. Now, Phil will cope and say, oh, well, they only want to watch attacks on Ralph or a drama or whatever. But, you know, when we did our Mario Kart stream, we still had a few thousand viewers here. And we still made a few thousand fucking dollars. Phil?
Yeah.
So, you know, if you actually were entertaining and doing what we were doing, which is having fun with friends, playing Mario Kart and drinking beers and all that, then maybe you would actually have viewers, Phil. But you fucking suck. And that's why you don't have viewers, Phil.
You know what, though? Let's say his conspiracy is right. Okay? Let's just amuse it for 1 second. Maybe the moderators at Kick like us and watch us and see that we make fun of you and go, you know what? They're right. I'm not going to put him on the front page.
Well,
that
I mean,
might
that
be
is
possible.
the thing. Like, it might be possible,
Yeah.
Phil. Maybe you shouldn't have been a douchebag, Phil.
You know,
Maybe you shouldn't have lied about your wife having cancer or your mom dying or your bunny dying or were all of those things true. You know, it's crazy because he just contradicts himself all the time. Like, a narrative that's going to be contradicted here. He'll talk about how he stole from the casino, he robbed the casino, but then he's going to admit in this stream, or he's going to say that he never got any viewers from us or anything.
but he did admit it already.
I know.
What?
Actually get more view numbers and things on the streams. And it looked like they were actually purposefully trying to do that to get me into the Kick Partner Program, if you didn't notice.
What?
It looked like they were trying
Phil,
to give the
by the
channel
way,
a push,
Phil,
get it into the partner.
Phil, you know they could have put you into the partner program at
They
any time.
denied you 3 times.
They denied you,
and you
Phil.
DM'd us angrily.
Yes. And he believed that he was entitled to be into the partner program. And he took it up with us as though we had power over the administration here. And he said that it was an insult that he wasn't accepted. This guy, Mango, all the DMs are out. But this guy snapped at us saying, oh, this is an insult. I can't believe this, guys. What the fuck? And it's like, Phil, you realize, buddy, that first of all, you haven't even hardly been streaming on there a fucking week or two. You scammed the system by, for the first number of days, just playing footage of yourself pre-recorded on loop to get watch hours. So you shouldn't have even got monetized in the first fucking place because you gamed the system. Then you got rejected, probably because you were gaming the system in other ways. You cried to us about it. He really genuinely thought he was entitled to be partner and get paid. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, no one's entitled. And yeah, it's like, stop it.
Program.
Then he was like mad at us. Oh, I don't mean to snap at you guys, but it's like, fuck you. What are you going to do? I don't give a shit. How about that?
And honestly, it looked like when we got into the partner program, that all ended.
By the way,
also, didn't you notice?
if you think that we control Kick, why would you stream on Kick then?
You know,
on your arch nemesis, fucking, you know.
Yeah, there were nights where views
well,
would
that's
get
the thing,
massively
too.
inflated.
He would turn off the restream, the multi-stream button, so that he would get paid more on Kick.
Yeah,
like
KSCIP or whatever.
Yeah. But and then he would pretend like he accidentally didn't turn it off, and the mods have had to warn him numerous times. What's crazy to me is Phil has a platform with weekly payouts when he's always had problems with liquidity. I don't get paid until the end of the month. A platform where there's no processing fees, where you keep 95% of the money. A platform where, like, it's very censorship resistant. You really have to fuck up to get banned from.
You have to shoot a firework at an Indian's face, basically.
A platform that pays him hourly and actually would pay him a decent amount hourly if he stopped multi-streaming and only streamed on Kick. A platform where it's an opportunity to grow, where they actually were putting him on the front page, and he bites the hand that feeds and tries to say it's a scam and it's view botted and they're colluding with other people. It's like, why don't you be fucking grateful for what you have? You fucking scumbag. Like, what is wrong with you, Phil?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, it's just the levels of entitlement and the levels of delusions of grandeur is off the scale. Off the scale, Andy. There's no one else like this.
No, there actually isn't. It's like, you know, most people, when they're failing on a platform, go, oh, maybe I'm not doing it well enough. I'm not entertaining enough. I'm not this. I'm not that. It's not like, oh, what's the problem with me? It's, what's the problem with the platform? It's like the whole YouTube thing, like, oh my God, I'm shadow banned. It's like, sir, you're not shadow banned. Stop it.
The reality is they could put 10,000 viewers in front of Phil, and within 30 minutes, he would lose all of them.
Buddy.
Like, there's not any sample group of any size that will actually stay watching Phil, because the problem is with Phil, His content is terrible. And the only way he makes money at all is by exploiting parasocial relationships with the loneliest, most dented, sad people on earth, or by exploiting his detractors, and that people know it will make detractors angry if Phil gets money. And then if Phil gets money and celebrates, the whole Raw Phil chat goes, duh, fuck you. And then that guy who donated to Phil goes, oh, look at me, I'm a big deal. That's the only reason Phil survives to this day.
Yeah,
Straight up.
exactly.
Kick for no reason, and then it would drop down to like normal levels again out of nowhere. And that also ended about the time when I quit Kino Casino. You notice the funny.
You quit Kino Casino.
You were never on Kino Casino, you fucking idiot.
Fucking
You're not a
retard.
part of Kino Casino. You're not a partner in this. You were a, what, 3-time guest on the show?
3 times. We played
Yes,
Call of Duty once.
We played Call of Duty with him once. And I did a wrestling show with you, which was a Trojan horse to make fun of you the whole time. And you still don't understand that.
And it wasn't on our channel.
Oh, man. You weren't the third
I
chair,
quit
Phil.
Kino
You were
Casino.
barely a whack packer. You were kicked out because you were too annoying to deal with.
You weren't even a
Because
good
you
whack
believed
packer.
that you were the center of the universe and that everybody needed to bend backwards for you because you were a lunatic.
The funny correlations there.
Go ahead, just say it.
Just saying. You know. Now I don't know what I think. Kick wants to get a lot more people excited
Phil,
about streaming on
like,
Kick.
it doesn't
So that's
help
nice.
you. Like, it doesn't help them. You don't have any real audience, Phil. Like, let's be real. Like, it's a very small audience that you have.
You know
Like,
what,
it's
though?
not-
I'll say this. I hope his conspiracy is correct. And Kick loves us that much that we could do whatever
yeah,
we
of
want.
course.
I hope he's correct. I wish this was true. I'm not like, no.
Oh, it really is like Beetlejuice thinking he's the star of the Howard Stern
You
show.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, yeah, no, if Kick loves us that much that we control everything, that would rule.
If that's really what their intention was to try to boost my views so I could get into the partner program, people would see, oh, Phil's a success story. More people.
I haven't talked to a single person on Kick who works for Kick besides the one time 2 Kino weeks ago.
Where we were watching the Scooby-Doo and they told us to stop.
That was the only time.
And they were honestly very chill and very nice during that interaction. Always give them credit for that. They actually talked to us like human beings.
And they were
that's
like, don't
one
worry, you
thing-
could download the episode before we...
And that's one thing that's crazy, Andy, is that Phil always complains that Twitch or YouTube, you don't get to talk to a human being, et cetera. Whereas Kick, you actually do. But yet he still bites the hand that feeds and tries to hurt an opportunity that he's given. But then he'll always cry that he's never given opportunities. It's really crazy, dude.
Yep, nope, exactly. Mm-hmm.
To stream on Kick now. And more power to them, you know, really. But I'm going to be honest here. It was very bizarre that when I first started streaming my politics show, the first and second shows had massive views, and then the viewership completely
it's not
disappeared for like
crazy.
episode 3.
So,
No, you
so
begged
what-
us to not stream on that
Yeah.
day, and then you failed.
Yeah. No, but what actually happened is that Phil's show was a novelty. So people were really interested to hear Phil's political takes for the first time, to see just how atrociously bad and insane they were. But then it turned out that Phil actually didn't even know what he didn't know about politics and just covered local Washington news. And it was super boring. Like, he chose to be a complete fence sitter, didn't go right wing, didn't go left wing, didn't even know what either of those things meant. And his show was a total fucking disaster. I tried to tell him, listen, buddy, just suck Trump's penis and you'll get viewers and money. But he just wouldn't fucking listen. He's actually too stupid to just suck Trump's orange ding dong. If you can imagine, some of the stupidest motherfuckers on God's green earth make their living shilling Donald Trump. And this moron is actually too fucking stupid to even figure that out.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. Like, you can't even grift Trump right. What is fucking wrong with you?
And he copied.
bum.
He did the. Sorry. I was just reading something. I don't know if you said it, but he basically just joined our political election day stream and saw the money and the views and was like, "I'm going to steal it."
Insane idea where he says to me, he's like, "I understand now what you wanted for me all along," as though I was like some daddy Warbucks character, like I was some sort of character in like a 19th century British novel that had a plan for the young plucky orphan to bring him to riches or some shit like this. That I like orchestrated some sort of moral test for him to become a political streamer. Like, he actually
And he's
thought
like,
that.
Oh my God, thank you.
And
You
I
awakened
don't
my
even think
eyes.
he thought it was like great expectations. And I didn't even bother responding to that because I was like, this is so fucking cringe, man. The fuck are you talking about, Phil? So that's why that show fucking failed. Now, there might have been some level of view botting on those political shows he did, but I don't think either Kick, and I certainly know we, had fucking nothing to do with that, Phil. And you're just making excuses for why you failed. But much like everything Phil does that's a novelty or that's new, it's successful for a stream, maybe two, and then everybody's sick of it because Phil sucks.
Why the fuck, by the way, would we view bot you? Why?
There's no reason
Why?
for that.
Look,
We
like,
already
what's
had
the-
this fucking idiot eating out of the palm of our hand, showing his fucking underwear and
Oh,
socks.
that's what he's thinking, that we view botted to hype him up and go, look, you're doing well.
I have
That's
no
an
idea.
unhinged thought. Remember when fucking Ralph and him streamed and they had 80,000 watching, and then it went down to
No.
like 300?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know who
Ralph
does
and
that.
his guys, who knows?
I don't give a fuck either way, bro. Like, I actually don't.
Okay? It's really weird that the first couple of episodes of Smart Guys had humongous views.
No,
And those
it's
views
really not that crazy.
People
It's
go
really not
for
that
the,
crazy.
initial
it's
episode.
the novelty of it, but the
Yeah.
reality of it, people are like interested. Oh, what would Ashton and Phil talking about wrestling be like? This is the first time that there was a Smart Guys. Are they going to shit talk John Rambo? Is PPP going to start drama with Phil? And so they'll tune in. But the reality of it is that it was a wrestling show. And those are not very fucking popular with most people. Most people think wrestling is fucking retarded. It's a highly niche thing. So the only reason, by the way, I suggested doing a wrestling show to Phil was because I knew he would agree to it, for one. Two, I had some level of hope that he actually had some level of enthusiasm about something and would be able to talk about it. And since he's blown his entire life savings on wrestling, I thought maybe he would be able to talk about it and it might be interesting. And three, it was a straight up Trojan horse to do Grill Phil every week where I would just make fun of Phil and felt him. And my idea was to try and get the detractors on board with that because they're the only people that are actually watching Phil and the only people that actually have fucking money. And that perhaps we would be able to tap into that. But Phil is such an unlikable, repulsive piece of shit that people don't even want to donate to Felt Phil. They don't even want to donate to have questions for me to ask Phil to press him. And that's honestly, that's why it failed, Phil, is because you fucking are a cancer. You're terrible, Phil. But it didn't even fail. Like, the thing is, he'll try and say it failed, right? But every single episode of Smart
Made
Guys
money.
made anywhere from $300 to $800. I think one of them made over $1,000. Meanwhile, this guy struggles to hit $150 most days. And the one episode where it only made like $200, I honestly was like, take this pittance and fuck off, Phil. Take it and fuck off.
Wow.
You know? Like, it's just crazy revisionist history this guy does.
Appeared after a couple of episodes. Okay? Do you see the pattern that I'm making here? Do you see what I'm trying to get at?
Here's the pattern I see. We've been working at this for 3.5 years now, and we've been growing steadily. It's very consistent. If you look at the charts, it's very predictable, honestly. Minus the Ricada thing where it exploded for a bit. We have ups and downs, right? But it's consistently growing up. What I see with you is it's plateaued or going down. Constantly.
There is no real growth.
So
There's nothing organic there. There's
so it's
nothing.
like, Phil, I answer you, yes, I do see a pattern.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a pattern. You don't think there's any fucking growth with Phil? Where would there be growth? Everyone who's heard of him will have heard of him through
Even
videos.
the detractors are shrinking. Like,
That's sad.
bro, like they're like, people just get tired of Phil. Like, let's be real.
Who?
Everyone. Anyone that even cares about making fun of Phil, like, there's only so long that you can possibly do it for because he's so fucking boring.
Yeah. We really put some life into. We're trying, Phil. We're trying for you, bud.
I know, buddy. Like, even still, honestly, us talking about you kind of helps in a way.
Yeah.
And that's what the detractors don't realize is unless they go away, you're never going to go away. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I have no evidence of what I'm saying, but isn't it a bizarre pattern?
So he has
that
no
we were getting
evidence.
giant inflated
He's
views?
talking completely out of his ass, but he's going to be a conspiratorial idiot and risk his position on the Kick platform talking nonsense for stuff that he has no evidence about. Okay.
I gotta show you something after the show. It's so funny.
When I had positive association with Kino Casino, and then as soon as I decided I'm done with them and I moved on,
Because we have a lot of viewers. You don't have a lot of viewers.
Decide that, Phil. I pushed you out by felting you every week to the point where you knew it was over, bro.
Here's
Come
the thing
on.
is, he's like, we have a big audience. You don't, Phil. So when we were positive with you, a lot of our audience watched for the sake that we were cool with you, quote unquote, right? When we stopped being positive with you, they all went, fuck
stopped.
Phil.
Well,
It's
also,
very
even beyond that,
Yeah.
you then came out and said you lied about your wife having cancer. You were the king snake.
Leaked
You didn't
DMs.
Yeah, you didn't even try and be sympathetic to our audience and be like, oh, maybe Ashton and Andy were wrong and Phil was actually cool and they did him dirty. You just immediately came out with insanity claiming you were the king snake and all this stuff.
Yeah.
So, come on, you only have yourself to blame, Phil.
And it was the worst way of doing it, by the way. That was the worst way to snake us.
All of that just completely disappeared.
Yeah.
So
Everyone hates you, and everyone was relieved. Psycho DM'd me. Thank God, bro. He's like, thank you, Andy. I couldn't pretend to like him.
Oh, I'm just saying. I think put 2 and 2 together and you figure it out.
Yeah, 2 and 2. You suck. We're not.
But I just find it
bad.
so mysterious that all of a sudden I was getting massively
Here it
inflated
goes
views
again.
around that time period, and then when I left, it all just disappeared.
It's not really that hard to
The
understand.
easiest thing to understand.
Our audience left because we left, Phil. Like, you're a lunatic, Phil. It's a cope. It's an insane cope, Phil.
Oh my God. Do you see the correlation? Like, yeah.
Tony, I don't even think he actually believes
I
this.
mean-
He's just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it'll stick. But you gotta remember, like, this guy, how many times he said it's gonna be the final time? Obviously, we're living eternally
20.
rent-free in this guy's mind. Like, it's getting crazy, Phil. Let it go. You lost, bro. Everyone sees that you lost. No amount of retconning, revisionist history is gonna change it. There's a reason you're not getting any kick subs, Phil. And it's because you're trash.
There were some of their fans that came over. That is true, but definitely not long term. Whatever I saw,
Wait, so your answer is...
rob us then?
whenever something happened that was drama, yes. But any of my normal streams were not affected at all. I wasn't I probably had, I'm not
But
kidding, 20
Phil
extra viewers from
believes
the casino.
That drama is this magic wand that you wave that creates viewership. But there are thousands of failed drama and commentary streamers that couldn't draw a fly to shit to save their life. Let's be real. And one of those type of people, Phil, is you. You were terrible at doing any sort of drama, any sort of commentary. And I'm going to be real. You're terrible at delivering commentary or criticism on anything. There's nothing you say that's ever funny. This guy's sense of humor is non-existent. There's nothing he says that could possibly ever make an adult laugh, at least not intentionally. Unintentionally, he might make you laugh. The guy is super stiff, super boring. He's like a fucking robot. You know, he has no charisma at all. There's a reason, Phil, you're terrible at gaming commentary. You're terrible at talking about the gaming news.
And gaming in general, like playing them and being good.
You know, like, I'm going to be real, Phil. We could probably talk about just about anything and have some sort of an audience.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand, Phil, have no fucking chance in hell. And the proof is in the pudding of the fact that when I did the wrestling show, the most niche, obscure, retarded thing on earth, I still was able to drag it to 2 times, 3 times, 4, 5 times your goals on a regular fucking basis. Okay? And no one gives a shit about that, Phil. So if I wanted to just do a positive wrestling show, I could fucking grind out a couple $100 at least doing that, Phil. But I actually want to talk about things that have a broader appeal to reach more people and make more money. I don't understand his mindset. It's so stupid. He really believes that if he just talked about iDubbbz like we do, he would get the same viewership. He would not, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know the lore. He doesn't know how to be funny. He's trash. He couldn't ever be us, ever in a million years. And he's just delusional.
I actually watched my game content. That was it. That is a viewer base that 100% wants one thing: drama. That's it.
No.
That's all they want is drama.
No, Phil,
But
do you know what they actually want? Some of them, of course, do want drama, but a lot of them are our fans, and they want to hear us
Entertainment,
talk.
like...
They want us to entertain them. What they actually want is simply to be entertained, Phil. That's what they actually want. I don't know what to tell you. You don't entertain people. You're just a boring, begging bum.
Can you believe it?
Holy
They're so
fuck.
negative. They're attacking Hassan for abusing his dog. What pieces of shit we are, Ashton. Oh my God.
Well, you can't criticize people.
No.
But Phil can criticize Phil Spencer, or Phil can criticize Low Tier God, or Review Tech USA, or Boogie, or Keemstar, and that's totally fine. But we can't criticize other people. It's just silly nonsense that he comes up with.
Yeah, man.
Just sit here do drama all day, every day. That's what they wanted me to do. Literally outright, Ashton told me you have to stop playing video games entirely.
You told
it's
me,
not going
Phil,
to work.
you told me that long term you were going to stop playing video games. Go back into the DMs, and he told me that.
They're public. They're public.
The reality is, Phil makes far more money just when he's talking and crashing out about detractors, about how life's hard and he's so persecuted. He makes far more money doing that, seething at chat and crashing out, than he ever makes on the games now. The games are just an excuse for him to beg and crash out. So he may as well just remove the games. Nobody even gives a shit. Like, it's ridiculous. That's all I was telling him.
Falling apart. You need to do drama like us. And you're good at it, and you'll do well at it if you do it, but you got to start because your whole base is going to fall. That's what he told me.
Boss, but you're not
You
good
were
at
right,
drama.
though. You were right.
You're not good at anything.
He's like, oh, this is what he was telling me. Well, you were right, Ashton, because his base is falling off. No one's donating to you on Kick. No shit, Phil.
Well, he's
even Ashton was
he's
right.
able to cockroach along, but this isn't actual success. Every day for him is stress. Every day for him is negativity. Every day for him is toxicity. He'll talk about how he wouldn't get into our spider web of shit, but he lives in the spider web of shit.
Ralph on after.
Like, of course he had Ralph on, but I'm just talking about the detractors in general and his never-ending battle with the people who hate him. Yeah. He spends more time, energy, and attention on the people that hate him than he does on the very few people who like him. He's constantly feeding the trolls and the detractors. And it's like, what do you expect? You're such a negative, toxic, miserable person, and you're constantly talking about negative, toxic, and miserable people. So your whole life is going to be like that, Phil, but he still just doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to find a way to pull me in so that I couldn't get out. Kind of like freaking The Godfather.
You
right?
already can't get out.
Oh my God, we're The Godfather.
We're in the mafia. But the thing is, Phil, we succeeded. You're still arguing with us almost a year later.
And we're making money off of you, and you're not making money off of us.
Tons of money off of you, Phil. You keep feeding us, Phil. We're feasting off of you, Phil. You can't escape. Our tendrils are too deep into your brain. It's eternally rent-free. You're cooked, bro. You fell for the trap. And by the way, Phil, when it comes down to the morality play of it all, Phil, you know you lost. You joined up with the misery merchants. You joined up with the drama mongers. You wanted to be a part of it. You couldn't cut it, pal, and you were cut loose. But there's no moral argument you can make when you beg to be on this team. Don't ever try and talk to me about your morality, Phil. It's pathetic.
They wanted to get me so embroiled and engaged in this toxic shit that I was not going to be able to escape.
You can't escape the Snortex, Phil. You can't escape the detractors. Your entire life is arguing with trolls online every day. You crashed out today for a half hour about your wife, whose decision it was your decision to reveal her to the internet, to show her on stream multiple times, even after she gained weight, knowing what the reaction would be, Phil. And I believe you genuinely did it as a tool of control to crush her self-esteem and make her feel powerless, and so she wouldn't leave you, Phil. That's what I think you did, because you're a fucking piece of shit.
That's when I took action to get the hell out. I was like, nah, I'm not going to get caught up in your fucking web of sick shit. You know?
You are the web.
That's why I had to get out of there when I did. Because they were. I felt like the noose was tightening around the neck, and that they were going to pull it, and I was going to be stuck. You know? And I'm not.
But you were the king snake. Right?
I know.
You were the king snake.
This contradicts his whole king snake narrative. Now he was being manipulated. The noose was tightened. He just chooses whatever he thinks is going to make him look good in that moment. And whatever narrative that people are willing to buy into and believe that Phil wasn't felted, that's what he'll go with. He has no interest in what's actually true, what was actually reality.
Look at this.
Or
you read this. Read this one, Ashton.
Nobody really cares about unedited gaming.
Right?
It's true, though.
Phil.
He won't adapt with the times.
That's literally the comments. Like, why don't I have viewers? Because people, when I watch a video about games, right, I look for game essays, dissections, the history of Silent Hill, what's the worst Silent Hill, all the Resident Evil. No one's like, oh, let's watch Phil fumble his way through Pokemon ZA. That's why, Phil. And even if you were amazing at it, you're not entertaining. Even if he was good at it, he would still be annoying and beg, so it would still be annoying to watch. I hate him.
Be my boss.
I hate Phil.
But Phil, I was your master. Like, I got you on your knees on the floor doing the
You
push-ups. I got
still
you doing
are.
grill fill.
We both
That's
are.
the thing. We
We
still
own you.
dominate this guy. We own him. And the detractors own him too. He's a puppet dancing on strings every day. He just doesn't understand how he gets manipulated and how he feeds everybody every fucking day.
There and tell me how to work and how to do and what to do. Fuck that.
Well, I'm going to be real. Maybe you do need somebody to tell you what to do, because what you're doing now ain't it, Chief. And when you're 50, 60 years old, if you're lucky enough to make it that far, you're going to look back on this and be a miserable old bitter fuck, even more miserable and bitter than you are now. Like, I don't even know if there's anything this guy can do to change his trajectory in life. He has to radically change what he's doing. I would say he needs to get off the internet completely. Maybe go join a monastery or something, or a hippie commune, or anything but what he's doing. What he's doing has no meaning. It has no purpose, despite his protest to the contrary. It is a completely pathetic hamster wheel existence of suffering, misery, and stress, where he has no friends, nobody in real life to talk to. He's in a loveless relationship with his wife. His only fulfillments are alcohol and mobile games. And it's no life to live, man. Like, figure it out.
You won't.
So that